What's the weirdest thing you've ever done out of boredom? One weekend, I had 0 plans, 0 emails, and an unreasonably smug couch staring at me. I looked at my cat and decided I was going to teach him how to high five. I had seen videos, so I figured it was doable. I grabbed a bag of treats and sat on the floor like a coach who got demoted to the bench. High five, I said, holding up my hand with confidence I did not earn. He stared at me so hard I checked if I had food on my face. Nothing. No blink, no head tilt, just judgment. I shook a treat near his nose. You want this? Tapped my hand. His ears twitched, which I took as a legal agreement. Then he smacked the treat out of my hand, scooped it with one paw, and sprinted down the hallway with the focus of a professional thief. I got up, closed the bedroom door so he couldn't stash more loot, and reset. Round 2. I kept my hand still and decided any tiny paw lift meant he won a treat. First few tries, nothing happened besides him yawning in my face. 5 minutes in, a paw moved half an inch. Treat. 10 minutes in, the paw hovered again. Treat. He started to understand that I was an ATM. After 30 minutes, he was lifting his paw every time I breathed. I raised the bar. Hand to hand, I said. He tapped my wrist by accident. Treat. He tapped my fingertip. Treat. He tapped my palm for half a second and pulled back like he touched lava. 2 treats for bravery. An hour in, he started placing his paw on my hand for a full beat. I tried not to cheer because cheering scares him, but a small squeak escaped. He glared. I nodded and pretended I was calm. I reset my hand at shoulder height and waited. He crouched, squinted, and lifted his paw with careful precision. Paw to palm, full contact. Victory.
Good boy,
I said, handing him treats like I was paying rent. I filmed the next one for proof because nobody believes me when I succeed at anything. Hand up. He set his paw gently on mine. Perf. I was on top of the world and also on the floor. I went for the 3rd high five because greed ruins everything. Hand up, I said. One more. He looked at my face, measured the angle, and wound his little arm like he was priming a tiny baseball pitch. The paw came down fast and loud on my cheek. Not a tap, not a boop, a real slap. I froze. He didn't. He stared at me, flicked his tail once, and turned around with the slowest walk I have ever seen from an animal that usually sprints only for food and invisible dust. He left the room without looking back. I sat there with my face stinging and my pride on the carpet. I checked the footage and paused on the exact frame where my cat's paw connected with my soul. I considered printing it. I put the treats away and opened the door. He was already waiting in the hallway with that patient face that means he knows I'm weak. He walked past the treat cabinet and sat under it, which is his version of a contract negotiation. I raised my hand one more time to test a theory. He blinked. I blinked. We both stood very still. Then I gave him a treat for doing nothing. Training ended. I didn't teach him high five. He taught me payroll.